Hello Answerly viewers! This week I decided to take a question from one of you guys. The Lunafire asked, I've only recently embraced my nerdiness and I feel like I'm always working really hard to catch up on stuff that I missed. So my question is, how do you have time to go through all that content? Well, Lunar, I guess the quick answer to that question is that you don't. If you tried to be into every single thing out there that falls under the blanket of nerdiness, you would seriously die. You would die from exhaustion and lack of sleep and the inability to do all of the things that you're trying to do. Between comic books and TV shows and movies and board games and video games and trading card games and action figures and all of the things out there, you just can't do it all. But the good news is, you don't have to. You don't have to like everything nerdy out there to be a good nerd. You don't even have to like half the nerdy things out there to be a good nerd. You could like one nerdy thing and still be a nerd, and that's okay. For instance, I don't like first-person shooters that much. I don't really enjoy playing PvP role-playing games. I've never seen Star Trek, I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies, but I've never read the books, and I'm really behind in superhero movies. But I'm still a nerd, because I focus my attention on the things I do care about. Some fandoms make it really easy for you. If you want to be into Doctor Who, nobody's saying that you have to go back and watch all of the episodes from the 70s first. People are not going to judge you if you start with the revival that started in 2005. A good tip, I guess, is that instead of going back and trying to experience everything that was important to nerd culture before you got there, try to figure out what's cool and popular now. Cool and popular for a nerd. Whatever, go with it. The point is, get involved with the current nerd fandom so that you're experiencing things as they happen instead of always playing catch up. And then, if you find yourself with some free time down the road, don't worry, the complete 7-season box set of Buffy will still be waiting for you. Another tip is to not look at it as missing things. People generally welcome latecomers to any sort of nerd fandom with relatively open arms. Even if you're reading a book or watching a movie or experiencing a TV show way after the fact, there will probably be a lot of people out there who are excited that you're deciding to give it a try. You're always going to be able to find other people also who've never seen Battlestar Galactica or who've never read the Scott Pilgrim books and who are going to want to do it with you. If you do go back and watch or read or experience something that's already passed and the main sort of interactive fandom part is over, I seriously encourage you to find a friend to watch it with you or find a forum or something online to talk to people about it, because the best part about nerd culture is that no matter how much time goes by, there's usually someone out there who's still willing to talk about it because they haven't let go of how much it meant to them when they first saw it. So pick and choose what's important to you. Figure out if you want to be part of things that are happening now or if there are things that you really do want to experience that are over or, you know, are well into the show. I guess my advice is don't worry about seeing it all or trying to be a part of everything. People aren't going to judge you if you are into this comic book but not this one, or if you don't like comic books at all, or if you've never seen this movie. You can always go back and watch those things later, but focus on the things that you care about and that are important to you, and I promise you will be a happy nerd. Until next week, it's game over.